Hey guys, good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss JD once again for part 2 of our video today. And in this video, I am going to discuss the most trending stocks in the Philippine market. So if this is the first time you're watching my video, you're invited to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have new videos. And feel free to drop a comment and hit the like so that YouTube will discover our channel. And I'll also review your requested stocks if you have any. Okay, and let's begin. Let's talk about the index first. Wow, so this did not sustain. Okay, so we got some breakdown in the price here. Interesting. So, what could be the next move? So I feel that we might experience some more breakdown in the price. I'm thinking around this level, this area. So that was your previous resistance there. So it could be an area, guys. So if I am to draw, this is how it would look like. That level, okay? So chances are we will be revisiting this area and then probably stay sideways first before it recovers. And pretty much we will have the same fate in most of the stocks in the index right here. Okay, so not looking good because when we created that bounce, we now have a lower high, which is a beginning of a downtrend. If we establish and touch this area, then we have a double bottom. And if your RSI is much higher than the previous bottom right here, then that's a good sign. We could have some reversal right there. However, if that could break, then it will create some lower lows. This is your low, and then probably will stop right here, which is around 6470. So you have two probabilities, but the overall sentiment here is that we might experience some more declines in the coming days. Either it would stop here and do a double bottom, or it could create a lower low. Now let's start with the most trending stocks. Okay, as you can see right here, I already plotted some lines because APL is part of my portfolio. And what I can say here is that now that we have managed to break out of the short-term resistance that we have right here, we now have a brand new support, which is 0.2580. And I feel that we might see some continuation. Anything can happen. We can have long wicks up and down, but definitely I feel strongly about the stock because one, well, there's foreign buying that happened yesterday, 15.7 million in foreign buying, and of course there is a major activity happening right here, a big catalyst, right? APL is involved in offshore mining, so that's one thing. Next would be talking about resistance. I'm not plotting any resistance as of yet because uh, I'm sure a lot of the viewers here will be a mix of short-term and long-term investors. So my suggestion is if you're happy with your profit and you want to secure some gains, please do so. Well, what I did today, if you have not watched my first video, I locked in some gains around the 0.28 area, a very very tiny portion of my size in APL, so that in any case we'll experience some fluctuations in the price. I can just re-enter and buy some more shares. But definitely I'm into mid to long term for APL, so I might just go in and out just to secure profit. But definitely this will be one of the mainstays in my portfolio. PHA here also experienced some retracement, but we're very near the MA20 line, so unless we break that and we experience a breakdown in price, I'm still bullish for this stock. I know there are also a lot of good happenings for PHA, and I'm plotting our support very near MA20 line. So this is the area I'm looking at, and the reason why I said that is because one, MA20 that is, and 2 over here. So there are candlesticks that would confirm that this indeed is going to be most likely going to be a significant level. Okay, so I'm not putting any uh, support level lower than that, because anyway we do this every single day, and we try to evaluate the movement in terms of volume, in terms of RSI. So I think we might see a slight dip again. Like what I mentioned, we could have a long wick and then touch the level and then recover right away. So hopefully that will be our scenario by today. Dito, well, I also plotted this. This is one of the most profitable positions that I have in my portfolio. So currently we are at a possible resistance. So it was the second day of rest, if I may say. Movement was a bit slow. Technically, there wasn't any change in how we performed today. So if in case we are going to have some correction or retracement, that would be a good opportunity to buy some more, because definitely we're expecting Dito to really accelerate even more in the coming days. So these dips, if these are or this is going to happen anytime soon, I'm expecting around 1669. That's the nearest and most feasible area. But this is far-fetched. 1452, which is the MA20 line. I don't think we're going to even reach that level. But just so you know, uh, in case there's, for whatever reason, let's say there's massive profit taking because it's a Friday, um, definitely, if it is going to break this area, next possible stop would be right here. But even if we, let's say, drop up to 1548, that's already a good catch. Uh, Highly recommended to accumulate, just accumulate, because definitely we have more in store for us in the coming days for Dito. MBT, we had a big gap up that happened, and that is because of the very good cash dividend offering that they have posted here. So, what, around 4 peso? 3 plus 1? I hope I'm understanding it correctly. So, that's going to be on the 2nd of March. So, if you would like to enter in this stock, that should mean you must start accumulating today, and by March 2nd, the first minute of that day, if the system recognizes that you have a position for MBT, then you're qualified to get the dividend. Now, what are we expecting? There's a gap up that happened today, and then we ended with a red. So there could be a big chance that we will fill that gap, and if it is going to revisit the 49 level, which is right, or 49.13, just to fill that gap, my recommendation, take advantage of that and hold on to your position, because this is very timely. In case filling that gap will happen by tomorrow, then even better. At least it's not that expensive yet, and most likely in the days to come, chances are people will continue to buy to take advantage of the dividend. Okay, so that is it. 49.13 is the nearest support I am looking at. So also my take is that if you can already secure a position here, try to hold MBT on a mid to long term perspective. Be an investor, because this is one of the major players in the country. It's part of the index. Although the index right now is on the on the weaker side, it's really a bit bearish as of this time. So it depends on your profile. If you just want to buy and hold, then this could be it for you. ACEN, another good stock here, very promising. We're currently creating that pattern, flag pattern right here. So I mentioned earlier in my video, the best recommendation here is that try to wait for a breakout. At least you're 100% sure that stock is really bullish, because tomorrow we don't know if it will break our ascending support right here. But between price breaking down and price accelerating and doing a breakout, my best bet is really on a breakout side. So that is for ACEN, really promising to renewable energy, a lot of things in store for us right there. Just accumulate. This is one of the good stocks in the Philippine market nowadays. BDO also we had a nice green today, but really we're not very stable as of yet. We're just sitting right at a MA20 line, which is currently acting as a possible resistance. So unless we go beyond that and go cross the MA20 path, then we're not 100% safe as of yet. This is currently right at the possible resistance. Resistance is around 108.29 or 108 level because that's where your MA20 is. If we experience a breakdown, then this is the next support I am looking at. 102 level. Yan. Support, previous resistance right there, or it could even go as low as 100. Right, so it's an area, guys, so make sure try to also gauge. Could be a few cents higher or a few cents lower. So this is a resistance. If we have some weakness by tomorrow, it could go back to 102 or 100 level. So overall, I think we can still get this at a cheaper level. Trying to form a cup and handle formation, but had a long overstay here. So I wonder when are we going to break that out. Green. Green had another green today, 12:31. Wow. I wonder what the news is here. Maybe if you know what's driving green to really rally significantly, right? It's been rallying actually since March. Look at that, and then massively in the past few days this February. So hopefully, if you can share some insights about green, guys, I would really appreciate that. And also we can share information to the other viewers here. What can I say? It's in an all-time high. So what's good? That's with volume. So if we're in an all-time high with good volume, chances are we could still be moving higher and higher. Uh, just be extra careful the moment we see some signs of weakness. Maybe a very tiny portion, just secure some gains, like this one, right? Because we can never tell. Um, if there's a sign of weakness, it could go down and then use that buying power to buy some more. But if it continues to rally to the upside, at least you have a few shares left to ride the wave. Okay, so that's it. I am not plotting anything as of yet other than my comment, which is there could be a continuation. Probably if it is going to drop, maybe it is going to create a brand new support right at this level, 3.89. That's my best analysis there. Meri Mart, well, we managed to cross, but we corrected. So I'm thinking it is going to establish a brand new support right at the MA20 line, which is around the 7.06 area or 7 peso level, because we officially crossed that path. So I would always draw this, right? If you're a follower of this channel, you would see me doing this. After a breakout, it continues to move higher, retest, create a brand new support at a previous resistance. Sometimes it would go sideways and continue to move higher again. Overall, Meri Mart is also good for long term. VUL, interesting. Maybe this could be a brand new support now, this level, because we hit that area 3 times in a row now this week, and then we bounced with 4 million in foreign buying. So yeah, this could probably be a new support right here. Although I also don't have that much information as to why this stock is moving higher and higher, apart from what I read about Elon Musk considering VUL, partnering with VUL for their Starlink, something to that effect. So again, it's speculation. We don't have the details yet. And for now, I'm plotting 3.19, just looking at the chart. Possible support and next resistance would be right over here. So the moment you see, so sometimes it gets hit, right? And if it's really bullish, if the candlestick is still very bullish, chances are we could easily break that. But if you see a sign of weakness right there, then again, secure some profit, and then if it drops, use the same buying power to buy some more. 3.19 is our support. ICT. Okay, ICT, let me see, doing a double bottom, but this is a solid red, so not expecting a lot. We could, unless we see a green forming by tomorrow, then chances are we could drop some more and probably fall around 160. So it's a double bottom as of the moment. And your RSI also a little higher, but because it's solid drop, I'm thinking we could have a continuation. So just be mindful about 119 level and 116 level, because those are possible areas of bounce as of the moment. Ali. Ali broke the MA20 line, guys. So that's a sign of weakness, definitely. Even though we had some foreign buying, I'm still doubtful if that can be sustained. We might see a continuation of a decline, probably up to, okay, which is very near 37.79. That's the nearest support I see at the moment. You got your resistance previously in this level, which now could potentially become your support. So 37.79. So if you want, wait for a good candlestick to come out. You know this candlestick right here? Let me move this first. This is the doji, okay? That doji, if it comes out at a resistance level, then that triggers a change in direction, which is going to be a decline. But if that doji comes out at a support area, then that could also trigger a change in direction, which is a bounce. Okay. At the same time, if you notice, as we go higher and higher, as we go near a resistance or a support, notice the size of our candlesticks. They become smaller and smaller. See that? And then the volume becomes lower and lower for the support. That means we're starting to feel that people are starting to feel that it is already very cheap and they're not uh, selling their position. Selling has stopped or declined. Okay. In the same manner, if you go higher and higher and then eventually you reach the top, the size of the candlestick becomes smaller and smaller, and then the volume as well becomes thinner and thinner, smaller and smaller, then that means people have already felt that, okay, this is it. This is starting to become expensive, so no one's buying anymore. And chances are we will have change in direction. So those are just two ways of looking at it. Almost the same methodology, but one is in the support and the other one is in the resistance. Okay, so let me just quickly browse through it. So these are the stocks. Okay, I think that's a significant number of stocks that we have reviewed from APL down to Ali. Okay, in the meantime, guys, I wish you good luck in your trades today. Okay, time now is 3 in the morning. Yeah, I just want to make sure that we're consistent. I am not a guru. I am not a financial advisor. Really, the main objective when I started doing this is from my personal consumption. I want to make sure that there's a daily rigor in my charting exercise. At the same time, I use this to also watch and see if my analysis is correct, because I do go back to my videos after the market closes and then try to listen to myself and see if my analysis are moving in the direction I initially forecasted before the market opens. So maybe you can also do the same, right? And study the thought process and do your assignment as well. Uh, don't rely on what people in YouTube shares. Make sure you also understand what you understand the reasons or the whys why you're entering and exiting a stock. Okay. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching, and good luck. Bye bye for now.